Welcome everybody to Treasure Trove with the skipper here and Dale from Coin World UK. We're on a Monday. We're ready to get up and get going and have a little bit of fun and maybe even share some stuff. I even have a special guest that's going to join us.
Hey,
He's hiding in the basement. In fact, I'm going to bring him up right now. I'm going to invite Al.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
How are you doing?
How are you doing?
I knew you'd be here.
How did you know I was going to be here?
I don't know. You know, we old seafarers, we get to this feeling in the back of our neck, you know. No, not a hook, but get a feeling in the back of the neck that something's going to go on.
I think you have a list and you're checking it twice.
Don't let the cat out of the bag.
How are you guys doing?
I'm doing good.
Good and getting better like a fine wine. My wife says a bit skunky, but that's her problem.
We have news, comics and video games, Field Guy, LA Vegas, Urban Treasure Hunter, and we have PA Patriot Prospecting and Kinnaman.
Oh, nice to my lord, Field Guy's here.
Field Guy. And I'm don't on painkillers, so I'm okay. It's just uncomfortable. The Fox and the Ground Detecting. That sounds pretty cool. Field Guy, I'm sorry I missed your stream the other night, brother. Actually, I missed a few over the weekend. I apologize. So how is Al? How are you? I understand you have a coin you want to feature in a bit.
I do, yes. I went out and I bought me a coin. Nothing spectacular, mind you. But
hey, we all got to start somewhere.
I like it because of the history of it. But there's nothing spectacular. And this thing is being a nuisance again.
Yeah,
I was just making a coffee tea bag, and she wants to play with it because she thinks it's on a rope, so it's hers.
You know, it has been years since I've done that. Get a piece of cheesecloth and throw some coffee in it and put it in a pot.
Yep. So
wow.
I got my pot ready to go. And my stove
used to do it all the time.
My stove and everything is all there.
There you go, there, first mate. That's how real men make coffee.
That's my coffee for tonight.
No, real men get their wives to do it.
Well, she made supper, so
you're a brave man.
She ain't near him, see?
I said to Lauren earlier. I said to Lauren earlier. I said to her, I just finished my tea, and I goes. She comes in from the kitchen and goes, "My cup's empty. I drank it too fast."
Here's the thing, see, if we want to make comments like that, we got to go to the woods where they can't find us.
You're darn tootin'.
I know he's gone to bed, so I'm all right.
Skipper went to the mountains. He went way away.
Way away. I took my advice from Popeye.
Yeah.
Yeah, that skanky looking olive oil kept chasing him all over the place, and he had to hide.
So you hid yourself really well.
Not good enough. Mine caught me.
Neil's got a question.
I piqued their interest. I lit the stove.
No, Zoe's gone to bed. That's why I said that, then I'll be safe. And Neil's question is: does anyone know what New Hampshire goldbacks is? Yes, they are. Yes. 1,400 gold. They're actually real gold. Well, the goldbacks. And
they're referred to as recoverable gold.
Yeah, they're actually. I think 24 karat gold, I believe. And I got two. I got a New Hampshire and I got a Utah, but I'm pretty sure there's more.
What's a goldback? One goldback worth now? About $375.
Depends on the denomination of it.
Well, yeah, like 1 gold back, I'm saying.
Yeah, 1 gold back. Obviously the lowest one, is about $3.75, $4 maybe.
Yeah.
14k gold. Okay, 14k. Okay. So yeah, they are pretty cool. You can get different denominations, obviously, like the 5, 10, 15.
Yeah.
So I think there's a 50 as well. I'm pretty sure there's a 50.
Yeah, they do. And yeah, I think Utah and Nevada also have them.
Yeah, I got Utah. I got a New Hampshire one. They are pretty cool to have. Keep them flat of like as much as you can. Don't try to bend them. Field Guys has the Utah one.
Yeah.
So Neil's got the New Hampshire one. They are pretty cool. They're very collectible. Field Guys has the Utah one. Johnny's Small Pepper.
I actually traded all mine for American Silver Eagles because when I got all my gold backs up here in Canada, I took mine to the LCS. They're not actually meant for stacking. They're meant for bartering. That's what they're intended to be for. And the Canadian stores here do not. Actually, they traded them like they're funny money. So no, we won't accept those. Says, but they're real gold. No, we don't accept those. So what did I have to do? I had to send them all the way to Jacksonville, Florida, and traded the guy. You know who I traded?
Yeah.
To get American Silver Eagles, and I traded him a whole whack of American Silver Eagles for all my gold backs.
Well, you know what Jason's like. He when he opened up the case, and I think he's still got the video up. But if he opened up the case, it was just gold. I mean, it's just like,
oh yeah,
just tons of gold, other bits of gold, more gold, found gold, and gold. You name it, he had gold. I thought Golden Bennett, and it was an amazing video.
Should call him King Midas.
Johnny Small Pepper, Nicole's here. I'm pretty sure there's somebody else. I'm not sure. Is it Johnny?
Las Vegas Urban Treasures.
Phil Guy. Gold aren't Monopoly money. No, they're not. I like them. I like the artwork on them. They're really, really neat. The 717 detector.
Oh yeah, put your links in there, guys, and don't forget to hit that like button.
I got an apology to make, haven't I?
Oh, you're gonna do that now?
If Darren comes in, I'll do it then.
Yeah, do it when Darren's here. It'll make him feel better.
Email Darren.
Hey, Johnny.
Dimebag Darren. I made a kind of like a boo-boo earlier. Actually, it was a massive, huge boo-boo.
That happens sometimes.
Unforgivable boo-boo.
It does happen. That
happens sometimes. I've made some mistakes along the way. I think we all have.
Ooh, shiny.
Ooh, nice.
That's a St. Helena.
St. Helena.
Thought I'd throw a few of those just to cause you to drool a little bit. Of course, you know what these ones are.
They're silver.
They are silver. And it's actually 2 pounds.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, 2 pound coins. That's in numismatic value, not in
That's
weight.
right. that Al is Britannia.
Rule Britannia. Hey, does that have Rules Britannia on there? Because some of them put Rules Britannia. They don't understand what the song is. The only person I know who's got it on the Britannia is Austrian Stacker, and he's got one that says Rules Britannia. It's actually Rule Britannia. It says on it, it says rules the waves. It's actually Rule the Waves. It doesn't have an S in it.
Are you pulling my strings?
No. Check your coin.
I never know when he's kidding or not. I got to be really careful with him.
100% honest. On one of the silver coins on the Britannia, or whatever, I don't know how it's made, obviously, but it says on it, Britannia rules the waves. It's not rules the waves. It's rule the waves. It doesn't have the S.
Oh, rule. Oh, for a minute there, I thought you said roux, and a roux is something like making a gravy.
Check your coin.
I think he can lie too well if you can never tell if he's kidding or not.
The only time I lie is when I'm sleeping.
So I got a question to ask you guys. So the day before this coin showed up, I had a dream that I found a roll of coins, but it was all in £2 pieces, like the £2 coins.
Sorry?
Anybody know anything about like what a dream would mean if you're finding a roll of coins that's not from your own place?
Maybe you're going to come into some money.
Maybe.
Or you got the collector bug.
Yeah, something like that. Because I do have, like I showed you the ones I had. I got the £1 piece, the £2 coin, but it was a roll of coins. And when I saw it first, I thought it was a roll of Canadian toonies, but it wasn't. It was a roll of £2 pieces.
Oh, cool!
Nice.
There you go, Skipper.
No, I'm getting there. Oh, I wandered away from the camera. Okay, I'm back.
Britannia rules the waves. It's supposed to be Britannia rule the waves.
Hey, there's an S there.
Yeah, it's wrong.
Who did that?
United States.
Really?
Well, that's who it's from, anyway. Oh, who did that? I don't know who actually made it. Let's have a look. Probably someone at the Royal Mint. Well, looks of it because it's from the Falklands. It's a Falklands, but if you look at the actual word and the actual song, it says Britannia rule the waves, not rules the waves.
Yeah, but Falklands, they do their own thing.
This is in the United States.
Okay. I'll pull my magic drawer over here so I can see what I'm doing.
So yeah, it's funny, because I'm almost sure I met this lady on here. I'm pretty sure I did. And
right.
And that's where I ordered the coin from.
Oh.
Okay. What coin have you got?
I got myself I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's the World War II. My camera's not going to want to.
Oh, you gotta love it when trying to see stuff in flips.
Isn't that? Well, I got some extra slips there, so I'm gonna pop it out.
Do you know what's on the front of the coin?
What?
What's on the obverse side of the coin, the front of the coin?
There is. This is. I'm gonna take my glasses off to see it. Hang on.
He's got the same problem I do.
1942. It's the German. 1942. Oh God!
Does it say? Oh, it's a German coin from 42.
Yeah,
So
it's a Pfennig.
The Nazi regime. The Nazi regime one.
Oh,
yeah.
so that's going to be a Reichsmark. So that's going to be what, a two
Probably
Pfennig?
a Pfennig.
Yeah. Get out of the way, will you? Come on. I don't even know if you can see it there. I can't even see. I don't have my glasses on.
Well, at least you don't have a bird trying to take it away.
Yeah.
That's true.
Can you guys see it at all?
So
or?
on the back, on the back, it'll have like the coat of arms with like the you know, in a,
Yeah, it's
The
like
bird
the
with the
phoenix,
swastika and
yeah,
the phoenix with the swastika underneath it.
yeah.
yeah.
And it'll have a 2 19
It's almost like it looks like a 1-0 on the front.
1-0, so it's 10 pfennig. Basically,
Yeah.
it's 10 pence.
10 pfennig. Yeah.
PHING, I think it is. ING. 1 pfennig. PHENN.
Yeah.
1 pfennig.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. That's what it is. I like it because one of the only reasons I got it is, well, for starters, my brother-in-law is big on this era of things. And
Right.
I wanted to get it to be able to say, haha, look what I got. But the other reason I got it is because part of my heritage is actually German. I found out that my great-grandmother on my father's side was German. She came over from Germany after the war. So it's almost like a little piece of my own history that I got here. Because I've never been to Germany. And I never met her.
That's the beauty of these coins, eh?
Yeah.
Is the history.
So this right here, what I got in my hands, is something that now I probably never ever did, but it's nice to think maybe, this could have passed through some of my family's possession at once upon a time.
That's so true because these coins are there's quite a lot of them. I mean, this is my coin. This is going back ages ago, but this is the 5 pfennig coin, and I think I've done a 10 pfennig, but this is like there.
Nice.
So that'd be one of my videos. I think they're all under Germany mix coins, I think.
Like this one looks like it was well circulated. I has a hard time seeing unless I take my glasses down. But it looks like it was circulated around. Like it's not an uncirculated piece by no means. I don't think so.
On the obverse, I think it is. It'll have at the top, where the 10 is. It'll have it's like at the top. It should have a letter, and that determines what mint it's from.
It looks like a backwards R almost, or an S.
Hang on a minute. Let's just look for a minute.
There's an F right below the thing, in between the two feathers.
Neil, I think Dale might be able to answer some of that for you. I'm not into, even though I do have a few German coins, I don't have any from the World War II era.
Yeah, I got quite a few from the World War II era.
You see what he's saying there, Dale?
Yeah, he's ordered some a Third Reich coin lot World War II German zinc 1510 Reichspenny coins for $10. No, you did absolutely perfect. $10 for all those coins are really, really cool. I know some point I've done a 10 pfennig coin.
Oh God, that's a good deal for that. I bought this. I overpaid for this. I know I did, but I overpaid for it because I wanted it.
That's what a lot of us do. If there's something that you really want, you're willing to pay a little extra.
They are zinc. They are zinc. It depends. I mean, what determines the value is the all the mintage figures is the letter at top. So if you've got an A, it's from Berlin. It's a B, it's from Vienna. D is from Munich. E is from Moldenheimchen, I think it's called. F is from Strasbourg. G is from I think that's Wolfsburg. Is what it's supposed to be, and J is from Hamburg.
Okay,
So
maybe it's supposed to be I don't know. Maybe it's a G. It's hard for me to make it out. My eyes are not that good when I'm up close. It could be a G.
Wartburg or Wolfsburg. G. Let's look at G. 1942 G.
Yeah.
That's just over 22, 20.2 or 20.3, which way you want to look at it, million made then. What year did you get there? But obviously it depends what he gets.
You said a 42?
It's a 42, yeah.
It's a 42, yeah. G. So that's, you're looking at around between here about £1 upwards. So it depends on the value, on the condition, of course.
Yeah, I'll give her $10.
So the pound is almost $1 now, isn't it? So pound, what that? So
well, I think
about 90 cents.
Oh,
upwards.
Thanks for that, Neil.
I'll give her $10 for it because I wanted it, and cost of shipping and everything like that. So I said $10. Right. But I like it.
Yeah.
And
Well, you know, again, you're looking at numismatic value and what you're willing to pay. I mean, I was showing this earlier to Dale. That there is a $1 note.
Yep.
Right.
They don't circulate those anymore.
It's issued on the 17th of March, 1917. But because it has Lady Patricia Brayborn on there, as you can see, it's a Canadian $1 bill.
Yep.
I paid $1 bill. I paid $265 for this.
Yep.
Right now, if that was graded, some of the graded ones go as high as $1,500. So you know, it all depends on you know, the grade and what you're willing to pay.
Yeah.
See, Skipper had to peel a lot of potatoes for that, didn't you, Skipper?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I didn't mind paying $10 for that. I think some of the stuff they were looking at with the value of them was $8 or something like that for the good quality ones.
That coin, I love that silver round.
I'm teasing him now.
That is just, look at that. Do you know what I said to him? We was having a conversation. I goes, "There's a silver round you got, which I really like. It's like an incursed poppy." And he was going, "Which one?"
You see how thick that is.
The last one he's shown was that one. I goes, "Yeah, that one."
Yeah, and that's not a round. That's a $20 coin. It actually has a denomination on the back.
That's kind of cool. I'll give you $22 for it.
Yeah, right.
Okay. You
don't want to know what the numismatic value is of that one.
$21.50. I'll give you $21.
Yeah, let's auction it, guys. 22. You got it's going down $21.50. Oh, I like that one. Shiny.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, the mint actually, I love the way they did this, where they've got the display case in there. So,
do you know what? If every mint did it like that, where you can just pop it up rather than a clamshell, where you have to get it out. You know, you can just take it out the case, out the box in the display case. You can just pop it up, and you ain't got to touch it. It's perfect.
Just like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can put it away as well. You know what I mean? You can either put it away or display it.
Yeah,
you know what that case came from? You know what that display case came from?
It kind of reminds me of an old cigarette pack.
Sort of, but no. Cassette tapes for your car.
Of course. Yeah.
Oh, hey, wait a minute.
C90s, yeah.
That's kind of, yeah, that's the way they used to be.
Flip right over the same way.
Yeah, it's the same as the oldest cassette. I forgot all about those.
Oh. You know why I remembered? Because I got one down there in the cabinet.
Zilla.
I don't think I have a cassette anymore.
Every now and again, I like to haul it out and hand it one of the young ones and say, "What's that?" And they're looking at it like, "I don't know." I said, you got music in your hands.
Exactly.
There's no music on that.
Yeah, the music in his ears when he bought it and found how much it was, and Tracy went.
They're flipping it around looking for the USB port, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, you give that to a kid now and say, oh, there's music on that tool. They're trying to plug it into some electrical. It's like, it doesn't work.
It don't fit in the computer.
Yeah, they eject the disc out just to try and put the tape in it.
How does that fit in there?
What did you carry around? What did you carry around the house? Well, yeah, it was a boombox.
Oh, no.
So, anybody in chat have anything they want to share with us today?
Neil's got maybe getting some coins. He's going to put us in the flip soon. He's going to show us. He's going to do a video on it. I'm still waiting for Dime back down.
Yeah. I was hoping my Norse God was going to be in today. I ordered a 2022 Norse God Freya with a cat companion. Beautiful coin. And still haven't got that in yet. So when it does show up, I'll share it.
Can't wait. I can't wait for your daughter to see that round, to be honest.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful round.
I mean, you know, it's what 6 days left to go.
Oh, you're talking about Pipers.
Yes.
Well, of course. I mean, I haven't seen it up front yet, but I'm looking forward to that. Her birthday's coming up.
6 days.
It's driving her nan crazy.
It's driving me crazy. You should have opened it to make sure it was okay first.
I've seen pictures. It's okay. I've seen your work.
Like, yeah, but, you know, it's your granddaughter's birthday. It's was it 20th, I think.
I cannot believe she's turning 21.
21, 21st, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, holy cow. She's not my oldest either.
Oh gosh.
My oldest grandchild's I think he's turning 29 here soon.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what that means.
Yeah, the great ones are coming.
You're old.
Fifth generation.
Yeah, I'm old. Been around a while.
Man, oh man. You got some stories. That's what that means. You got some stories.
Well, it's like I say, with the new Canadian coins, the $2 hockey ones, we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Canada-Russia series. I watched that live.
Yeah.
That's 50 years ago now.
Crikey. Back in 72 then.
Yeah.
Hang on,
I don't know why I know that.
I was watching it in St. John, New Brunswick.
I wasn't watching it.
Okay.
I know it was 50 years ago.
So, Skipper.
Aye.
You came in on my channel, and let me see if I can do this without you seeing exactly. But you mentioned this.
Oh. Exterminate. Oh, are you talking Dalek?
Yeah.
Oh, that is so super cool.
I got a derelict mug.
Oh, that's cool. That would creep my wife out seriously.
It's been exterminated. It's got no top.
That's what the derelicts are. It didn't come with a top. That's the only bad thing. I was kind of hoping it had to.
Yeah, almost like a tankard. It would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool actually.
Did you see the latest one? The Doctor Who?
I haven't, not yet.
I won't spoil it for you, but you're gonna love it.
Well, you already told me that David Tennant comes back, so.
Oh shit! Did I spoil that? Oh, God, damn!
What do you think I brought this out for?
Are you kidding? We were doing Irish jigs. I'll tell you. As soon as we saw David Tennant back, oh
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. But this is well, made in China, 2012.
So is the real Dalek.
Well,
see, that's what happens when you get a Dalek made in China. They miss half of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, he lost his head.
That kind of reminds me of a story.
Go on then.
Okay, go for it.
Skipper.
Oh, well, the story, I don't know if I've told this. I hope I haven't told it before, but there's a young couple. The woman got pregnant. She ended up giving birth to a 10-pound bouncing baby head. Apparently, they knew it was a boy baby because of his short hair. I don't know. Anyway, this head grew up, over the years, and used to roll to school, and grew up into a healthy head. So on his 18th birthday, his dad packed him up underneath his arm and brought him to the local bar and says, "Son, you're 18 now. You're going to have your first drink with me," which is quite an interesting thought, thinking of where the hell the drink's going to go. But anyway, sits the head on the bar and he pours the drink into his son's mouth, and lo and behold, a miracle. He spouted a neck and then shoulders and arms and torso and legs and feet and hands. And suddenly he had a 6'2" strapping young man in front of him, stark naked, but he was freaking like, his dad was so proud. So he says, "Bartender, this is a reason to celebrate. Bring us another round." So bartender brings this now completely formed man a drink, and he takes his drink and he sucks it down and has a startled look on his face, and he drops dead. Bartender leans over and says, "He should have quit while he was ahead." Warning, Area 51, Nevada. No trespassing. Yeah, all right.
I won this on a giveaway.
Cool.
This one actually came from Nevada.
Do you know, that is the coolest thing. Mind you, though, when you really think about it, it was bad at the time. But, they used to call Las Vegas Atomic City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they actually used to be able to sit down in their next to their swimming pools, and watch the nuclear bombs go off.
Must have been a blast.
Oh, it was.
Cheers.
That was a good one.
Man, oh man, oh man.
This is noisy neighbours again. I want some of those fireworks.
Did the sun just come up? No. They're just blowing some holes in the planet again.
I am so proud of my neighbors. I don't have nosy neighbors. I have the best neighbors in the world. Of course, we had to import them from Ireland, but they are the best neighbors in the world. I'm outside and I'm winterizing the house. So I'm getting the eaves or the downspouts cleaned out. And I'm getting the hoses put away, and I got my air conditioner now wrapped up tight. It's got a nice little case on it, and I trimmed my tree. I got my freaking snipper thingy there and do my thing. Got my recycle bucket that the city has provided me graciously and raking leaves. And all of a sudden this horde comes charging across the street. And there's Lorraine and her girls all coming across. She says, "I was tired of working from home anyway, and I saw you out there suffering, so I'm coming out here to help you." And they all pitched in and helped me rake up and clean up my yard.
So cool.
I go, wow, that is like super awesome. Well, the greatest thing about kids, of course, what do I have stashed in my house, right? Girls, I'm going to give you some pre-Halloween candy. They're like, oh, all right, let's do this. So I had them lined up while they're getting fed all their chocolates. They're going to be bouncing off walls. Lorraine wasn't happy, but anyway. They are the greatest people on earth. I have the best neighbors, honestly.
That's too important for Mars.
So now my tree is trimmed so that you can see the ghosts hanging out of it, and I got the lights in the tree now. Waiting, is it too dark? Oh, it should be getting dark here soon. I'll be able to show it to you. But yeah, it's coming along really, really well. And we haven't got snow up here yet. We might have now. I haven't looked outside.
I don't have no snow yet, and I don't want any.
Oh, Calgary got lambasted.
I know. You guys can keep it all up that way for me. I'm quite okay with that.
I don't want it.
I don't want it either.
I'm okay in December. In December, I'll bring my sleigh out.
I do have one announcement. Don't forget, it's the last day for
for Batman.
Batman.
Not just the Batman, it's the Batman.
Where is Gary?
Don't know.
Where's Gary?
So,
I haven't seen Gary up here in ages.
Yeah, that's what I said. He's always saying he's Batman.
Well,
you figure when he flashed the bat signal, he should have popped in like that.
There's something wrong with Gary saying he's Batman. The accent's all wrong.
Isn't it though?
It's like having Gomer Pyle as Batman. It doesn't work.
I'd have a better chance of being Batman. Hey, I'm Batman.
Yeah. I'm Batman.
Yeah, no. Batman with the Mississippi accent just doesn't seem to cut it.
Not at all. If we were doing a rendition of Forrest Gump, it would work fine.
Oh boy!
I mean, I get them down there, but I mean, I honestly find this "How to Speak Southern" book I've got really useful.
Yeah.
The chat has gone quiet. Where's the chat? Or is it just my turn?
I think everybody's gone to sleep in the chat here.
Yeah, we bored them. We bored them, didn't we?
There's 9. Neil
now that number that comes up and tells you how many people are there is not the true number, because there's people that are just listening. If they're not interacting, that they don't show up as a number.
Probably trying to learn something from us. That's scary.
I don't know what they're trying to learn from me, but
I'm going to shut up now.
Well,
do you know what? I had a really cool comment today, actually, because I'm trying to catch up with my comment. I need to catch up with my comments. Like sitting here and then writing it all out, you know, it sort of like gets a bit painful after a while. And I've really got to crack on with it. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll catch up with everybody's tomorrow. And this guy, he writes, just get to my channel in a minute.
Madwood Barbecue. Cool. Welcome.
Hey, Madwood.
He was over on my live there a little while ago.
Which video was it? It was this one.
Yeah, for if you're just starting out, Al, doing the Canadian coins, and you don't want to invest in a book, which I highly recommend you getting a Charlton for Canadian, that thing here. Online, we have coinsincanada.com, and that is really a good website to look up any of the coins.
Coinsincanada.com?
Yeah, coinsincanada.com.
Okay.
We have to check that out, because like I said, there's a few that I'd like to have. Like I got my Newfoundland penny, that's in really good shape.
Well, that's good.
That's put away. I keep that put away safely. So
now this is the comments here. This is pretty cool. You sort of read the comment. I always read everybody's comments, and it says the 2020 National Park of the American Samoa is in the 2020 US quarters. The 5 different reverses. It has a W, West Point, with the mint mark as the V75 privy mark. And the V75 is the end of World War II. They have a mint of 2 million coins, and they sell for around about $10, depending on the condition, of course. Right? And just to quote what this person said, in mint state. Although your description has all that and a bunch more. Awesome. I thought it was pretty cool. So it's obviously a good description. And I don't know if anybody sees, but you know, I try and put a lot of information and more so to my videos. So you know, I go around searching for a lot, and it's actually nice. And I read everybody's comments, and I appreciate everybody watching my videos anyway and commenting. That's fantastic. But yeah, it's actually nice to actually get all that in there. Yeah, I find it because you know I see some people doing coin videos, and there's nothing in there. It just says the title in the description. You know, it doesn't give anybody anything really. But I thought that was a pretty cool comment, to be honest. I started to do stamps and other things as my videos as well. But yeah.
Oh, I got an old stamp book here with tons of stamps in it. Tons, like I got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of stamps. I have no idea what the value is on them.
I mean, I started with coins in like early. Then obviously with life, you know, you sort of go away backwards and forwards, you dabble, and get older. You have other things going on, and but stamps I've always liked stamps because I like the artwork, and so it was like a bit of both. But I invested into more stamps because it was just cheaper and easier to get hold of, and still dabbled with it. Obviously moving place to place and things like that. It was, you know, it was hard to keep, you know, moving all that stuff around. So, and I've really got involved in it for, oh man, when I got with Zoe, who's she's probably is the only person who sort of let me do, you know, get involved with it more in a house where I wasn't allowed to do that at all. I did when I had my own place, yes, but being with Zoe, she's been fantastic. So yeah, she was like, get on there and do it, get and do this, you know, she's like really encouraging. So, but yeah, but with stamps, same thing. I do get stamps if I see a certain set I like. I don't go out buying like I used to, but now I'm starting to feature them now. So what I have, which is really cool, and there's a lady called Tabs One, and she features amazing stamps. She hasn't done a video for a long time, but she sent me a few stamps. I mean, they're amazing. I can't wait to feature them. And I can't wait to get into them and show them. So that'll be another part of the collection because there's some World Cup teams in there that she sent. So it's really, really cool back in the day.
I think it's time for me to send you some sumo stamps.
Well, I've got that many stamps. We bring them to a person one time just to see, because the stamp collection, we kind of inherited the stamp collection. So we were like, well, we didn't know anything about it, so we're like, well, let's bring them to somebody and see what they says about them. And there was a few in there he looked at, and he was like, well, these ones are worth a little bit. They wouldn't give us a direct answer.
No. And
then he looked at me and he said, well, the rest in the books are kind of just worth their face value. So I flipped to a page and I pointed at one, and it was $189 on it. And I said, give me $200 for that one. He said, no. I said, well, it's not worth face value, is it? Right, but he wouldn't give us a straight answer on what, because we said, like, what is the value of this?
Yeah, I put the values in stamps on my videos as of 2020 in used condition, because they are mainly used.
I think a lot of the ones that are in the book that I got are not used. There's some that are, because you can see a little bit of the stamp, the mark postage stamp.
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of them in there that were not.
Because like with stamps is very complicated, because you get like the perfect shape around, the perfect picture around the edge, but then you get the ones that go to the left a bit, the ones that go out. Then you got the out of order ones, and you got certain types. You got to think, what type of adhesive is it? Is it glue? Is it self adhesive? Do you need water and other things like there's pencil strokes at the back as well, determine when they were made. How many perforations around the edge? Does it have the correct perforations?
Yeah, what's the condition of the perforation?
There's so many variables. So you're constantly playing spot the difference. You know what I mean? It's like watching tennis really fast. Going,
yeah.
Is the colours right? Is there a blotchy eye? You know what I mean? It's just
yeah. You look at everything. You look at all the little imperfections and everything on it, because it all adds into the value or character or the devaluing of the stamp or whatever it is.
Exactly. I mean, the stamps I have, I used to have them in books and whatever, but obviously taking them all out and put them into a folder, into like little individual folders, like little packets.
Yep.
And I need to sort them out properly. But as the way I value my stamps is, I look at the condition of the stamp, and it will, on certain sites, there's like one stamp, and you can tell it wasn't in very good condition. But the latest one I did, they're trying to sell it for $9.50. Now I know it's not worth that much, and if it's in pristine, perfect condition in a sheet, maybe. But as an individual stamp, not a chance is it worth $9.50. So I look at another site, the same way I look at my coins, and I say, right, okay, this is going to be worth around about, for me, this stamp, because of the age and what it is going to be about £2.50. That's what I would personally pay for it if I was happy enough with it. So that's where I look at it, and people look at this. That's the trouble with like eBay. I mean, I can put my stamp on eBay, and people are going to say, "Well, that must be it," and then everybody's going to copy the same price. eBay should be individual. I find
a lot of things on eBay too. A lot of people overvalue stuff.
They overvalue it because people's obviously bought something. Say, for example, you have your coin, right? I have the same coin. Now, your coin may not be as a good condition, or my coin may not be as good condition. But the thing is, if you sell your coin at your condition for say $15, we'll say 15 Canadian dollars for argument's sake. Now, I can put my coin on there, and I can value it at 25 Canadian dollars, and that'll be on there for weeks. But somebody else can come along with the same condition of mine, thinking, "Oh, that one's sold. I just want to make a quick buck." Put that on, and then someone's going to buy that. No, they've got a good deal, yes, admittedly. But the fact is, they're going to look at other coins in the same. Well, they're going even higher, so they're going to whack that back up to this more or less the same. And that's where the problem is. There's no definitive. Yeah, definitive. I can't say because my brain don't work half the time.
Neither does mine. It's fine. I'm always looking for people to fill in words.
Yeah, and that's the problem. It's just like the Kew Gardens. Now, pound for pound, my Kew Garden is absolutely spotless condition. And I've seen Kew Gardens going for over £300 for really poor condition because that's what they want them for. So they must think, That's what it's going for. But they have this problem on eBay saying rare, scarce, you know. But when you go and look for them, there's millions made, not the Kew Gardens, but other coins or other banknotes, whatever you're looking for. I mean, you do get some great bargains. Don't get me wrong, as I said, it's not a bad thing to do. But unless you actually have an eBay person who owns a shop, then you're going to get a decent coin for a decent price.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not always going to get what you're going to look at on a photograph, unfortunately.
I'm looking at Neil's, and I'm going to answer Neil's question. One of my questions from Saturday's trivia was, in St. Louis, Missouri, what or who is it illegal for firemen to rescue? That would be an undressed woman. She has to be fully dressed in order to be rescued in St. Louis, and that's on the books.
In St. Louis, wasn't it popular for brothels way back in the day? maybe that's why.
I'm sorry. I figure if a woman's going to end up burned naked or not, you got to rescue her. But no, not in St. Louis. Let her fry.
But where would that law ever come from? It's like, no, I'm sorry. We're in your house. We can't take you. You got nothing on.
Perhaps she charged for touching her. Charged by the hour.
Come on, it's the only time that the firefighters ever get a cheap thrill.
Yeah. it took that fireman 4 hours to rescue me, so I'm going to charge him X amount of money for an hour.
You better put on some pants before I take you out the window. Anyway.
Yeah.
So if she has on one sock, is that considered dressed?
Well, I would imagine just putting bra and panties would be enough. But I don't know.
But they say that she doesn't have anything on. But what if she has on a sock? What if she's just
that's pushing it. That's pushing it. See, that's Newfie logic coming out here.
She was wearing her glasses when I rang her out, I swear.
That's it. A pair of glasses, a sock, something,
Or an hearing aid. Shut a hairpin in. That was good.
Oh my god. There is some really strange laws out there.
Oh, there's all kinds.
If she's not dressed, all you got to do is get some ash and throw it over her. That'd do, wouldn't it?
Oh,
oh man, we had some crazy laws over here.
Of course.
Crazy laws. It's actually illegal. It was illegal to have a beard. You get beard tax. And then there was one. If you have a look around the old buildings, especially in London, they're not because they're bricked up because there was say add on to an extension or anything like that. That's because people bricked up the windows because there was a window tax back in the Victorian years.
Well, so if they bricked up their windows, how did they dump their chamber pots?
With probably great difficulty. That's Jordan. That's a Jordan era. But in the Victorian times, what else is it? A pregnant woman can wee in a policeman's helmet.
That was allowed.
Sheena, Madwood, BBQ,
Lady Robin. Hello.
Who else is? What else is there? It's illegal to die in the House of Lords. It's legal for kids to drink at 5.
Yeah, there were quite a few different. Even here,
doing that though. So if you got a 5-year-old, you can actually take them out for a meal and they can have an alcoholic beverage by law. Because as long as they're consuming food with an adult, they can drink. But morally, you're not going to do that, obviously. But yeah, it's The AC. And what else is there? Oh, you're not allowed to whack your I think it's sheets or welcome mats on a Sunday. I think something like that. But the one that, yeah, it's the one that gets me is the drinking. But there's a reason behind that. It's
Well,
because
we still have horses have the right of way here.
yeah, I think that's the same here. If you see a horse, you got to stop, let them pass. Because obviously they, for obvious reasons, isn't it really? But yeah, the reason why kids can drink is because back in the day, water was contaminated.
You just lost Al.
He'll be back in a minute. He had a phone call, didn't he? It kicks you off when you have a phone call. Is he back? But yeah, you know, the water was contaminated with cholera and stuff like that. So alcohol was the only thing that you can drink that was safe. So that's the reason why. And that law is so outdated now.
Well, really, I've seen pictures of the water and how contaminated it was. I don't blame them for drinking alcohol.
And yeah, it's. I mean, you're already not today going to do it. I mean, back in the day, if you want your child to survive, you had to give them what you could, couldn't you? It was no real like. I mean, the milk wasn't that great either. You know what I mean?
Not before pasteurization.
No. But yeah, I mean, it's some strange laws. I suppose Canada's got some strange laws.
A few. I'm curious now. I gotta look up some of our strange laws since we're getting into that topic.
Any strange laws? He has to run. He has to help his wife. Has anybody else got any strange laws in their state? Oh yeah, that's another one. You cannot walk cows down this street in daylight in England. Oh yeah, you're not allowed to shake your rug in the street. That's another law.
Lawmakers in Etobicoke, Ontario, are big believers in bathtub safety. So much so that a local bylaw states that a bathtub should not be filled with more than 3.5 inches of water.
Wow. Where's all the water gone? We know where.
In Souris, Prince Edward Island, a law making it illegal to build a snowman that is higher than 30 inches, that's 2.5 feet tall. In Souris, there's apparently less likelihood of a snowman melting than being accidentally stomped under somebody's boot.
Neil said, is it still law that a policeman has to have his hat on to charge you with something? No.
I don't think so.
That's myth here in England because obviously Neil's English. No, that is a myth. A policeman can arrest you even without a uniform on. Long as he's got a warrant card, he can arrest you at any time.
In Canada, Ontario, it's illegal to paint your garage door purple.
Why?
They just made a law. You're not allowed to paint it any color but purple. You'll be fined. That probably explains why Prince never settled down in Canada.
Flying a kite in a public place is technically illegal. Okay, in what might be considered a normal activity in the summer, such as flying a kite in public place, may come to Big Friday, is actually illegal. The law is brought to prevent there being a common nuisance and a danger to local passengers, as mentioned by Metropolitan Police Act 1839, Section 54.
Wow. Lady
Next
Brown
one.
says participating in a duel in West Virginia disqualifies you for public office. Yeah, I guess so. Especially if you're shot.
You cannot gamble in public libraries in England.
Oh, Oshawa, Ontario, it's illegal to climb a tree.
Well, I get that, I suppose. I suppose there are some rare trees there. In Fort Madison, Iowa, the fire department is required to practice firefighting 15 minutes before attending a fire. That's crazy, because how would they know that there's a fire going to happen?
That is so stupid. In Fort Madison, Iowa,
Yeah.
the fire department's required to practice firefighting 15 minutes before attending a fire. What the hell is that?
What if they get a fire?
When the place would be burned down.
Yeah. When did the fire start? About 15 minutes ago. Oh, you're late now. We got to do our 15-minute training. Can you just say it started like half hour ago?
Here's one. It's a comic book crime. A comic book crime. Thanks to an obscure law in the Canadian Criminal Code dating back to the 1940s, it's illegal to possess, print, publish, or sell a comic book that depicts any criminal act.
That is every vigilante's law that they've broken. So all you comic book guys are illegal. I don't buy any comics off you guys.
God. Bank Street in Ottawa is one of the weirdest places I've ever been to. First off, in 1972, they had the only Kentucky Fried Chicken store that was licensed. Imagine going to a KFC and getting drunk. Anyway, this is on Bank Street. On Bank Street, if you get a hankering for an ice cream cone, whatever you do, don't eat it. That's because eating ice cream on Bank Street on any other day of the street is perfectly fine, but Sundays, it's against the law.
What? So
you got it. It's illegal to eat an ice cream cone on Sunday on Bank Street.
Well,
I know you got to shake your head like, what?
Do you know what? I'm going to set a business up right for ice cream, and I'm going to do it on Sundays. And people's going to buy it, and then I'm going to claim the profits back from the police who's arresting these people. They don't know the reason what's going on. I can't go over that 15 minutes. Taxes are transport. Oh, taxis can't transport rabies dogs, and drivers have an obligation to ask passengers if they have smallpox or the plague.
You better be wearing your plague mask. Oh my gosh.
Taxis can't transport rabies dogs, and drivers have an obligation to ask passengers if they have smallpox or the plague. It's an absolute no-brainer that rabid dogs or corpses cannot be transferred because health and safety regulations. The Public Health Act of 1936 declares that taxi drivers have an obligation to ask their passengers if they have the plague or smallpox. Do you know what? I'm going to get in a taxi, right? And every taxi I get into, I said I ain't paying for a fare because you're not asking me two simple questions. So that's on you.
Oh gosh. Here's a great one. Now, keep in mind, this isn't exactly politically correct, but it's history. Okay, it's history. White women's labor laws. Back in the early 20th century, Canada, when white women were finally allowed to work, a first of its kind law made it illegal for a Chinese man to hire a white woman. An act to prevent the employment of female labor in certain capacities was born in 1912, and the anti-Chinese law was brought up in a widely publicized trial after two Chinese men tried to employ white women. Kwang Wing and Kwang Sing were charged with violating the law. It was a thing.
It was a thing. So don't get Wong and hire a white woman.
Iowa, a one-armed piano player must perform for free. I think they should have paid him double for all the effort it took.
Yeah. It is rumored that placing a postage stamp bearing the monarch's head upside down is treason. Right.
Uxbridge, Ontario. I'm glad I don't live there. It has strict limits regarding internet speed. In fact, a local law limits internet speed to 56K. Anything faster and you're a criminal. 56K speed, by the way, was the average back in the mid-1990s when dial-up modems were all the rage. Yeah. And the concept of Wi-Fi was pure science fiction.
No, I ain't going to live there then. They're still blinking uploading StreamYards next year, but then we got our first stream.
Oh, that's cute. West Virginia. One may not walk a lion, tiger, or leopard even on a leash.
Yeah. I wonder if the tiger man has a problem there then. It is illegal to be found drunk in a pub or on a licensed premises in England and Wales. We don't. But
good luck with that.
Landlords don't call them drunks. They call them season ticket holders.
Oh. Now, you know what's kind of funny? I remember back in the days when we used to get margarine, it was white with a little orange spot, and you had to knead the margarine to get the color into it to turn it yellow.
Yeah.
Well, prior to 1995, it was illegal to sell a yellow-colored margarine in Ontario, thanks to the relentless lobbying efforts of Canada's dairy industry. The goal of keeping margarine white was presumably to make it appear less appetizing to consumers, thus leading them to the warm, greasy embrace of real butter.
Yeah. I remember asking you about that when we first met. Is it illegal to sell margarine in Canada? You said, no, you have it over there, which I thought was kind of strange, but I knew it had to be white.
It used to be white, and then it had an orange dot in the middle. You had to knead it to get the color into it. Not anymore.
No, it's all yellow now, isn't it? In Cedar Rapids, Iowa, it is illegal to read personal palms in public. Oh.
Geez, I wonder how well they enforce that. Interesting. One of the strangest facets of Canada's criminal code is that an entire section is devoted to oysters. You got it, oysters, including regulations relating to the ethical treatment of the shellfish before you slurp them out of their shells. Interestingly enough, unchucked oysters are one of the strange items you won't believe are taxed in Canada.
I wonder if taxed because they might find pearls in there. Here you go. Remember, if you ever move to England or Wales and you're a farmer, okay, you cannot walk cows down the street in daylight in England.
Okay, that's pretty weird. Let's see if I can take that up a notch. Let's go from cows to horses.
Okay.
Arguably, the weirdest law in Canada is still existing. It still exists in
Yes,
Toronto as a bylaw that prohibits dragging a dead horse down Yonge Street on Sundays. You want to do it from Monday to Saturday? Hell yeah, knock yourself out.
A dead horse.
Like, what the heck?
What are you doing with that? I'm taking it home, you know.
Like,
Um,
it's nuts. I have to wonder how we ever got through those years. Glad the coins managed to get through it.
Okay, members of Parliament cannot wear armour inside parliamentary quarters.
What?
Right. Members of Parliament cannot wear any armour inside the Parliament quarters. In other words, what it was, because the Puritans and the Royalists, because when it all came in, obviously, into effect, when King Charles II was appointed king.
Oh, you're talking the Cavaliers and the Roundheads.
Yeah. They chose to have a truce of not wearing any armour.
Right.
It's an act of war. So it makes sense, really. That's why you don't see armour in Parliament these days. Like back in the day, maybe 500-600 years ago, you would have done, but that was stopped since King Charles II. So there wasn't any kind of that's why you have Lords and the Commoners, House of Commons, House of Lords. One's red, one's green, and when the Black Rod comes in, they can shut the door on the Royalist because the parliamentary still wins. They still.
I watched them do it.
Yeah, but
cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Madwood barbecue. If that's real, that is a stupid horse.
In Marshalltown, Iowa, it is illegal for a horse.
Like, what the heck is that?
Hang on a minute, I got to get my head around this. In Marshalltown, it sounds like martial law. Marshalltown, Iowa, it is illegal for a horse to be
a fire hydrant. What do they make the fire hydrants out of? Hay? What the hell? That's strange.
But if the fire hydrant's made out of hay, it wouldn't be a very good fire retardant.
No. That's just, or salt. I don't know. Anyway,
maybe because it was a drinking trough, and if you park your horse there, think I'm gonna drink that up. It's a hot day. I don't know.
Bizarre.
To eat, no, it can't. It's got to be food. You can't say lick, can you?
No, you said eat a fire hydrant. Anyway, this one's for Al. If Al's still out there in internet land, this is a law in Newfoundland.
Yeah.
While it's not illegal to own a cow in Newfoundland, it is against the law to keep that cow in one's home like a house pet. It is also illegal, by the way, to drive cattle through the street of St. John's, but only after 8 a.m. Apparently, Newfoundland cattle drives are more of a late night thing.
Hang on a minute. It's illegal to have one in your house as a pet, admittedly, fair enough. But you can't drive them through the streets after 8 a.m.
No, you're allowed to have them after. Yeah, no, only after 8 a.m. Yeah.
So in the daytime, it's fine. Can you imagine those two working together with our one and their one? You're not allowed to walk cattle through the streets in daylight, but you're allowed to do it after 8 a.m.
Hello, Lightning. Hello, my boy. You coming in to say hello? Yeah, okay, my puppy's staying low.
For the Arkansas River to rise above the Main Street Bridge in Little Rock.
And who's going to tell the river not to?
Mr. Banks. Mr. Banks.
Honestly, some of these laws give me a headache. Like, what kind of morons do we have anyway? Okay, this is important. You know, throughout Canada, federal aviation law forbids a person to enter or leave the aircraft during flight. Unless the person leaves for the purpose of making a parachute descent. If the passenger is in possession of a parachute, however, making a mid-air jump from the plane can only be done with the permission of the pilot. As for how one would manage to enter an airplane in mid-flight is a complete unusual. It's a Tom Cruise thing.
Yeah, so if you got one plane here and one plane there, and they're going to do a stunt to jump out there, right? You'd have a police plane come up and I'm going, woo, woo. We saw you jump from one plane to another. It's illegal.
You cannot chain your alligator to a fire hydrant in Alabama.
These fire hydrants are getting a really good deal, aren't they? They can't be eaten. You can't tie an alligator to them.
In Victoria, British Columbia,
yeah,
in the neighborhood of Oak Bay, a noisy parrot that talks too loudly could result in a fine. Polly, want a summons?
My sister used to have, and this is a true story, right? An African grey. She had it for years, and they lived to about 100, 120 years. And it was probably a good 15 years old, this parrot, beautiful looking parrot. And well, it can talk anything. And it would get you in trouble because it would mimic you. It would have a conversation. And it was one person it didn't like, and that was my eldest brother. And it would shake its wings and all that. Didn't want to go near it. Me, fine. I used to play with it, used to play peepo, used to dance, used to talk to you. And it would mimic your voice. But one day, another bird has never swore in its whole life. I never heard it swear one bad word. Well, Mitchell's friend got in trouble, and because Mitchell's with him, the police turned up to ask questions. This policewoman turned up, and all it said was the F-bomb at this police. And I was like, oh my God, got this. Right. And the policewoman had to leave, right, the house in hysterics. And once the policeman gone, it shut up. But as soon as you come back in again, it was shaking its wings, going, all that sort of stuff. And of course, I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Never even heard it. All these years, never even heard it swear. She had to leave and it shut up again. So Mitchell, we have to do this in the police car.
There's a law in the books that says Arkansas teachers can't receive a raise if they bob their hair.
Most teachers have their hair bobbed, don't they?
And whaling is illegal in Oklahoma. Where are you going to find a whale in Oklahoma?
Here you go. Whales and sturgeons need to be offered to the reign of the monarch when they become beach.
Why am I not surprised? Isn't there something about dolphins too or something?
It's probably all exotics, I should imagine. In Oklahoma, a mayor must sign a permit for 3 or more dogs to gather in a yard. Is that every time, or is that just once?
Can they really keep tabs to that degree? Like, a million people in the city, they're going to say, oh, there's 3 dogs in the same yard. Oh, my. Get out of here.
That is just... And do you ever play Knock Door Run Away when you was a kid? Did you knock the door and run away?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
it's illegal to play Not Ginger.
No.
Yeah, this is the frustrating game that people still play, and it's extremely annoying. And it's section to 1839, section 54, part 16 states that it's legal for every person who shall willful or warranty disturb any inhabitant by pulling or ringing any doorbell. Remember, pulling or ringing any doorbell, and disturbing the inhabitant. So yeah.
I've got one here that's coin related that'll blow you away in Canada. A lot of people didn't know this. Anyone who's ever tried to get rid of some change at the checkout counter had best know these rules. This is in Canada. There's specific limits set as to how much can be paid with coins. For example, a federal government website notes that the limit is $25 if you're paying with loonies, $5 if you're using nickels, and if you're and in the old days when we still had pennies, the limit was 25 cents.
Yeah, more or less like over here. It's £1, as in £1 worth. So it's 100 pennies. So 100 pennies. Shopkeepers are legally allowed to take. It's so it's going to be 52 pences. So that's a pound. 5 pences, I believe, is going to be again 50 of those to make that 50p. £5 of 10 pences, which is what I gave you. So that's £10 worth.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, no, £5 worth of 10 pences. 50 pences, it's £10. So you should have had 50 pences in there. And pound coins and £2 coins is unlimited.
That's right, Grey Wolf. United States does not have pennies. Those are cents.
Yep.
It's illegal in Arkansas to honk your horn at a sandwich shop after 9 p.m. Elephants may not be used to plow cotton fields.
What?
Did someone import elephants to plow cotton fields down south?
Imagine that. It's prohibited to be drunk while managing cattle. There you go. And filtration. Is that filtration? Filtration between men and women in the streets of Little Rock.
No, it's flirtation.
Oh, flirtation. Sorry, flirtation between men and women on the streets of Little Rock could result in a 30-day jail. Tin Man magnet fishing. I asked some kids that.
Did you know in Sudbury, Ontario, it's okay to have a bicycle with a little bell on it, or you can even throw some cards in your spokes.
You can't have
but don't put a siren on your bike. It's a criminal offense punishable by a fine of up to $5,000.
Wow.
Bells and horns are totally cool.
But yeah, if you're going to make it a siren and you're going to get a $5,000 fine, make it a blinking air raid siren. You cannot queue jump at tube stations or ticket halls.
How about keeping snakes at home? I don't like snakes. I used to like snakes. I don't like snakes anymore. I used to live near Fredericton, New Brunswick. But it's illegal to wear a snake or a lizard on your body while in public. It's okay if you can wander around with them in a container, but don't have them hanging around your neck.
Especially a restrictor.
And of course, there's our wonderful guys in British Columbia. Esquimalt, very, very wet climate. So if you get snow there, you can form snowballs that turn into ice balls. They're just really pack them good. It was once illegal to throw those snowballs within the city limits, although that weird law was subsequently repealed, presumably because the local police were getting tired of locking up 8-year-olds.
Let's not bother going. Let's go to near a police station and start throwing snowballs and get locked up for the day. You cannot dress up as a police officer or as a member of the armed forces. These are weird laws. The Seamen's and the Soldiers' False Characters Act 1906 and Police Act of 1996 were placed to prevent people from impersonating police officer or any personal deliberately as a very confusing for a member of the public, and it could also lead to dangerous situations. Exactly. What the heck is that?
Did you discover something ridiculous?
Yeah. It's against the law to have a pigsty in the front of your house. Now, in some houses in England, I'm pretty sure as well, is that the houses are not exactly facing to the front. So the back end, is facing onto the street. So that's technically a back garden. But some houses have their front door at the back of the house, so to speak, but it's not
right,
the
right.
House. So what have you got to do? If you have a pigsty at the front of your house, is illegal, but the house is facing towards that way. But you've got the main road on that end, which is your back garden, so to speak. Would that still be classed as against the law to have a pigsty there?
You're making my head hurt.
I know.
Actually, my experience is that in a lot of cases the pigsty's inside the house. Fort Capel, Saskatchewan. Don't be a teenager with shoes with no shoelaces. It's against the law. I would think that they would be tripping over their own feet if they had no shoelaces in there. Dumb.
Okay, I've got one of the most dumbest ones. Not the fire hydrants ones yet, but I'm pretty sure I found one here. Right? Okay, you cannot slide on icy streets. It's against the law to slide on icy streets. So don't slip over when you come to England, will you? Okay, while it might be much fun to go slide down an icy street or a sledge or even on your shoes, it is another of the weird UK laws that makes it illegal. Not only is it extremely dangerous, but it is also extremely troublesome, and it can be a nuisance for residents, which is why it is covered in the Metropolitan Police Act 1839 section. Do you know 1839 section 54 really bugs me because section 54 must be a section of stupidity.
No kidding. Lady Bravin, I'm gonna knock you out of the park with this one because I'm gonna read yours and tell you a little known fact. You stay out of town in West Virginia on Sundays, ladies. It is legal to beat your wife so long as it's done in public on Sunday on the courthouse steps. Well, that's interesting because, the law was in Canada here that a husband could still beat their wives as long as they used a switch no bigger than your thumb. And it was actually referred to, and you probably heard of this, the rule of thumb.
Yeah.
The rule of thumb. So you could take a switch and punish your wife right up to the 1970s. Boy, oh boy, things have changed.
Man, that is just crazy. So stay out of town in West Virginia on Sundays, ladies. It's illegal to beat your wife so long as it is done in public on Sundays.
Yeah, that's what I just read. Yeah, it's just
crazy, man.
Crazy. Do you live in Coburg, Ontario? Do you have a water trough in your front yard? Do you fill that trough with water after 5 a.m.? Then you are in violation of a local bylaw that probably made more sense in the days when the horse and buggy was the primary mode of transport. That's still on the books. Wow. This world's got a lot of strange laws, man.
Now, this is technically wrong. Okay. Now, we have a TV license over here. Now, watching TV without a license, if you think you can get away with watching your television without a license, then you are sadly mistaken. As mentioned in the Communications Act 2003, Section 363, it is actually a criminal offence to watch TV, and you could be fined up to £1,000 if you get caught. Now, that's not technically true. You can watch television, providing it's off. No, you can watch television, and it's an old Communications Act. What it is, the BBC has made us have a subscription-based payment, which is permanent, and the charter's coming back up in 2027. So anyone who watches BBC programs while being broadcasted, okay, on BBC or iPlayer, BBC iPlayer, and if someone comes around your house and you got it on, this is where it gets complicated. They cannot fine you or tell you to come in. They think they have powers to come in your house, but they don't. They're called the TV goons. They come around your house, they knock on the door, and if they see you watching BBC on the telly and you haven't got a license, they're not allowed to peer through your window. So then that's illegal. To everybody come up to your window and look through, it's illegal. But if you're watching anything on YouTube, apart from a broadcast station like BBC, ITV, Channel 4, anything like that, any news station, you can have YouTube, you can have a games console or anything like that. Even if you have free view, you must have a TV license.
Hi, Patty.
And it's not a TV license, what people think it is. Like my mate thinks you have, the more TVs you have, the more license you need to buy. This is not true. So you can have 100 TVs in your house, but we are trying to fight it where we don't believe in it, because if I like watching, say, Numismaniac's channel, and I pay my license fee for Numismaniac's channel, but say, for example, if I was watching, say, Lady Braven's channel, yeah, and she's free, yeah, and I don't have to pay for a license, she gets ads on hers, okay, and I never ever watch Skipper's, everybody still has to pay for Skipper's channel, regardless. And you get loads of letters come through. You'll have people knock on the door. You get phone calls, and they say you've got, and it's at the moment it's £159 a year. So it's like, I know you may not even never heard of Skipper's channel, but I still have to pay it, and that's what it is.
Wow.
So yeah, it's an unfair license. They're trying to tax it. They're trying to put it into a tax called a TV tax. That means everybody has to pay it in the household. So it's £159 at the moment per house. But if you got like me, Zoe, and Lauren, we'll all be paying £159 in 2027. That's what they're trying to fight for at the moment, is everybody pay it.
Whoa, dear Lord.
Which is ridiculous. But some people in the government are trying to say that they are trying to put it into as a subscription service or have it independent, because all the programs that you may see from Great Britain are from BBC Studios and they get ads on them. And the company itself won't disclose what earnings they make because it's a private company bought from the BBC. But the BBC itself makes from the people in public money over 3 billion a year. And the channels they put on. So that is wow. But if you're watching videos, DVDs, YouTube, provided it's not from a broadcast company, you can watch anything for free. So you can watch all the movies, you can watch Prime, you can watch anything like that. So that is all down to you. Netflix, even though it says on the TV license you can't watch Netflix, YouTube, and all that, that's against the law. They can't.
Man, I wish we'd go back to the days where TV was free. Just stick the old rabbit's ears up there and get your channel.
Well, that's how they used to get you caught through the terrestrial TV, because you have these vans going around, okay, but they don't do anything. It's just a guy sat there with a book, and they reckon that they can censor what they can come off your TV, what they can see, the pixels coming off your TV onto their detector vans, and they know exactly what you're watching. But it's just pure guess. And it was stopped by the army back in the 70s, and they said, if we haven't got this technology, how has the bloody BBC got this technology? And they won't disclose this technology, so in the end it was scrapped.
Wow.
There's a video going around, right? How they used to try and catch people out, and it was all done with wordplay. And this guy had a box, right? Like a little box like this, yeah. And he had an aerial, like a normal aerial with a handle on it, with his mate, okay, and said, goes up to a person who knows they haven't got their TV, like they haven't paid for a TV license, because obviously it's done by payment card, you get like a licensing. So they knocks on the door and they said, we've caught you watching TV, yeah. And the woman will say, yes, I have been watching TV. And that way they got you banged for rights then. But this aerial was just nothing. It was just a gimmick, okay? Or they say, we're allowed to come in your house. And if you do come to England, you get a TV goon come to your house. They're not allowed in. They are not allowed into any premises. And what
That's
they do,
horrible.
What they do, they target the old people. And there's a charity called it's called Silver Voices, and they're a really good charity. And they stop these goons from going into old people's homes as well, and nursing homes. And because in each nursing home, no matter where you are, you must have a TV license. Even though you live in a nursing home, you must have a TV license.
Mm-hmm.
So there could be 72 residents in a house. That's 72 residents pay for the TV license. Not a communal one, it's an individual one. And they walk into your house, and you may not even have an aerial. And what they will do, they will plug their own aerial in, okay, or their own connection to the TV, or they'll pick up the remote control and flick for your channels and say, look, you've been watching BBC. There's nothing you can do about it. And it says £1,000, or it's 7 days in prison is the proper law.
That's terrible.
But yeah, people, the courts, when it goes to court, they mainly throw them out because they think it's a ridiculous law anyway. They just mainly throw it out, or no one's ever been convicted to go into prison, as people's been checking for the freedom of information.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, that just blows me away.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing. I think it's crazy in the UK we have car MOTs, but in in Arkansas, it has no tests of cars into. It's a yearly vehicle test to see if it's fit for drive. It's all on record, and we have a TV license because obviously we do like watching shows on TV now and then, and the news, some of it. So we have to, regardless of what channel you're on, you need a TV license.
Yeah, they get us really good here in Canada because, say, for instance, you don't want to have the whole package. You don't want cable. You don't want to have internet. You don't want to have telephones. They're all wrapped in one big bundle. If you take any pieces off that bundle, the price goes up. So you're not saving any money. You actually pay more if you remove a piece of the bundle. So if I just wanted internet, and frankly, that's all I would get because I have it's costing me more because I did away with my landline. I don't have a landline phone anymore. I just have cell phone. That's all I need.
Yeah.
But because I canceled my regular phone, the amount I'm paying went up. Now, if I want to cancel my television and just keep internet, because I don't watch, all my movies are Netflix and Paramount and all that stuff. No commercials. I never watch regular TV. But if I were to cut the regular TV up, the cost of my internet would double.
Yeah.
So they got me.
Yeah. Same over here. It's exactly the same over here. Because in November my contract runs out, my cheap contract, because they messed my internet up for over 2 years. So for 1 month my internet was a penny. Then it's been at £29 for the package I got, which is normally over 100 odd quid.
Mm-hmm.
Is now £29.99. It runs out. It's been going like that for 18 months, and now it's run out in November. And I've been looking around for different suppliers and all that, and the cheapest one I came to is nearly 99 quid, and that's with a landline which nobody uses. And don't forget, this is not a TV license. This is separate. This
Mm-hmm.
TV license is one payment. It's a compulsory payment. The cable for your internet, phone, and your TV, that's another payment. And that's what they're saying. If you're watching, say, Sky TV, right? Why should we be paying the BBC? It's a completely separate company,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But yeah, that's it. They got it screwed over as well. I mean, we are looking to change our package. We might, Zoe, but they only do it for new customers only. They don't do any loyalty. I've been with this company now for a good 20 odd years, and they don't have no loyalty packages.
That's too bad.
Yeah, if I took my phone away, landline, we don't even have a home phone, and it would go up by another £35. It's ridiculous. No, they stopped doing that, Neil. That was going back probably a good 20 years ago now. When you used to buy a TV, they used to make sure, they used to check to see if you got a TV license. Otherwise, that particular address you bought it for had a license. They went to a point where you had to take your ID in to buy a TV, whether it's a portable TV or a regular TV. But they stopped doing that now because kids were buying TVs to play on their game consoles, and it just became too overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody wanted their own TV upstairs to play their consoles. So when a 16-year-old went in to buy a TV, they're not going to give their details over, are they?
Yeah, no kidding. I think we should put it out there that we should get your numbers in. If you place one in chat, for the pay it forward wheel. We've got, what, 15 minutes before we end the stream here. So let's take a look at the pay it forward wheel. Anybody who wants to join in, just put down 1 and whatever item it is you'd like to donate to get on to the today's pay it forward wheel.
Yeah, Neil's talked about the MOT, which is called the Ministry of Transport.
Right, right.
Which is basically your car safety check every year. And it used to be quite expensive, but now it's around about £30–40 now. It's a cap price to go in there, no matter what car you got, to go and get checked. And certain companies are legit. Certain companies say this is wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. But now you can actually go and see what the problem is, and you can actually ask for the pieces back from your own car. Going back many years ago, I bought a car. I bought a brand new car. Well, I want to say brand new, but it was brand new to me. It was my second car, and it had an MOT on it. And I bought it with 12 months MOT, 6 months tax, and all that. And I paid. I worked really hard for it. I paid over £4,000 back then, and that was back in '93.
Mm-hmm.
And I passed my test in 1990. I had my first car for the first year, and I saved up when I had this car to go and get the car I wanted. And I worked really hard, long hours, and all that. And just out of coincidence, my mate passed his test a couple of years later. I still had my own car, and I took it in for an MOT. I normally took it in at the dealers where I normally get, but I took it into Halfords. And my friend said, "There's nothing wrong with my car. I know there's nothing wrong with my car." They failed it. It failed about 10 things, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And they give you 7 days to get it fixed, and you get a free MOT. Now, my car just had a new MOT on it at a different company. And I goes, "I know what I'll do. I'll take my car in." And when I put my car in, they failed it. Okay. And I said, "Why has my car failed?" They said, "Oh, it failed on this, that, and the other." And I said, "Well, my MOT certificate
excuse me,
said it's passed, but my friend took his car to the MOT place where I got mine, and it passed with flying colours." And we both took our MOT certificates, failing ones, to a different one, and they actually phoned up Halfords why they were failing cars when they'd been passing as good. So yeah, they shut down not because of us, but because of loads of complaints. They actually shut down the MOT station. I crushed.
I'm still listening, just having a coughing jag.
Okay, I'll just read. Okay, Patty's put in 1. Patty Ferguson has got a coin. Okay, it will be a coin. I'll put a coin. Thank you, Patty. It's nice to see you. I crushed a big box. I cannot ship myself anymore. Sorry. Oops.
I haven't seen Darren in tonight at all.
No, I know. I hope he sees this though.
Do you want to be the big screen and talk to him?
Yeah.
There you go.
Hi, Darren. It is 1 hour 50 minutes into our live stream tonight, and I was informed by Skipper earlier on today around about 8 p.m. my time, and I did a massive boo-boo with your mail call, and I apologize. I will do the mail call again tomorrow, and I can't thank you enough for what you've done. I was waiting on a package from Skipper, and where I've been in, there's no excuse, but where I've had the package, not this Saturday, but the Saturday before, with everybody's as well. I've been looking forward to doing this box. I got Alex's to do as well. I did Nick's the week before, and so I've been building up to do this. I done a video for you, which you saw, and I'm sorry that you got upset. Not in maybe not upset in the way that people may think, but now I understand why you kept asking if you got if I had a package from you. I'm sorry for the confusion, and what you sent is absolutely fantastic. And I pulled down the video. I've taken down the video now. I've done it straight after Skipper announced the issue, and I'm not going to reveal what I had from you guys. And obviously, I read the message inside the book, and I'm 100% hand on heart apologize. Obviously, I'm not here to upset anybody personally, indirectly or directly at all. And I'll be first one to hold my hands up to say I'm really, really sorry. And I will be giving you obviously full credit for the mail call. I will do it again tomorrow and explain this as well in the video, so there's no confusion. I know Skipper put in one coin, but I'm not even sure what coin he put in. John Argent and Emmanuel's workbench, and I'd like to say thank you to all four of you anyway, and especially down compiling it. It must have taken you absolutely an age. If you would have read the description as well, I put everybody's links into their channels, the tags, and it was a team effort which I did put in as well. And obviously the amount of time that you put in to compiling this was colossal. It must have been colossal, and I can't thank you enough for the kindness you gave to me. And it was emotional, because I do get emotional, but this is absolutely a wonderful gift, and as you know, it'll always be cherished. And I just want to say I am really deeply sorry for getting confused. I am so sorry. I hope you can forgive me, but I will promise you I'll do it tomorrow morning, and then you'll have a new video up for you. And obviously a small little credit for the others, I guess. But thank you again, Darren, for all the work you put in. And I hope that you see this, and I can't thank you enough. I really honestly can't. It is an amazing gift. I can't wait to share again with everybody who may not have seen it. So thumbs up.
Yeah, that was amazing, man. Absolutely amazing.
But yeah, I can't wait. I mean, it is amazing. It's right next to me right now. I've been looking at it. It's
yeah, I mean, he did put a lot of effort in that. That was pretty cool. Well, we got one. We got one for the wheel.
Yep.
Well, you know, we're allowed two. Anybody else want to get on there that can?
If you get on, you get in there straight away.
Yeah, you get you. The two of you would automatically go to the end month.
Yep. So we have EAC, we have Swan Queen, we have Doug Harding, we have Silver T, we have Rebecca, we have John Jacobs, and Kyle Silver Knight, and Patty at the moment. This is the last night till Thursday. So Thursday is going to be the last game.
That's it.
Oh.
Can't believe it's like coming so quick.
So one more place will get you automatically on there. Anybody past 3 places, there'll be a wheel spin.
Well, so I'm going to give them 30 seconds to put that one in, and at the end of that, that's it.
I'm trying to look at the chat because I use my phone, so I got to go to the chat. Lady Braven's in. Okay. Lady Braven, what are you going to be donating, my friend? And if you're new to this, how this works, This is the weekly one,
Yeah.
and the end of the month, Thursday, which will be this Thursday, the prizes all go to one person. Oh, it's going to be a silver gram. Awesome.
Very nice. Okay, with that, the 30 seconds starts now.
And we're back.
All righty.
So we're going to do the official time is sorted. It's done.
Done.
So we have on the winners board now. Alrighty. So with the prizes, official prizes, EAC's donated a Timex watch. Swan Queen has got $10 roll of $quarter. Doug Harden's put a Kennedy $half 40% in. Silver Tanifer's got a bag of jade. It's going to be like obviously green stones, crystals. Rebecca has got a knitted hat because that's what she does for her collection. Ran So Far Away's put an 1848 5 francs in. It's a silver. It's a beautiful big coin. Las Vegas has put a 1911 V nickel. John Jacobs put a 1964 Kennedy $half, and Kyle Silvernight has put a is it a Reichmark 1916. And Patty's got a coin of some kind. I'm not sure what she's going to put in yet, but I'm pretty sure it should be something really cool. And Lady Braven's put a silver gram in. So that's
and we're each putting one in ourselves.
Yeah. Well, I'll putting something in.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. Oh, it's right there. It's in the it's scrolling right by.
A coffee mug.
Yeah. My store.
Oh, the Treasure Trove coffee mug. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's right there in the banner.
Skipper, you're gonna have to put. Actually, I can probably do it on my thing.
Can you do it on your thing? I don't know how to do it on here. How do I do it on here? Probably muck it up.
I'm gonna do the picture of that because obviously, not sure. Do you know what? I've had a bit of issues with the shop I've got on mine. I've said to them that you keep taking my designs down, and they
Really?
said, they said, it's all copyright. Because how was it copyrighted when I took the photographs? I sent them the picture of me doing it, and they went, "Oh, okay, right." I go, "Is that so? I want it like that." And so they've taken they may be reimbursing them. So hopefully that will work out.
Oh, that's strange.
But yeah, I've only got a few things. So anyway, congratulations to you guys for getting onto the monthly wheel. And I will then do the wheel on Thursday. We'll do it first thing on the Thursday. We'll do it on the straight away, I think, on the Thursday. So please turn up. Remember, when we do this, write down who is on the wheel as well, rather than just me. So so you can keep track of yourself, who's on and what's going on. And so then if you do win, you know exactly what's going to be coming to you, potentially, anyway. I'm pretty sure everybody's going to post their stuff out, and it's great to see everybody again. And don't forget, we got streamings tomorrow, my stream, 9 p.m. GMT, which is going to be a fun chat time.
Yep. Collector's Corner, 2:00 tomorrow, Mountain Standard.
Yeah. Yeah, that coffee mug's pretty cool, actually. I do have some on here, actually. This is the one.
I've got to order myself one of those. I feel naked without it.
It's the black one I'm after, but every time I try and order it, it's out of stock.
Oh.
It's really annoying. I mean, I don't have any control of the prices. It's just literally what they do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can tell you how much I make on the shop. I've made in the last 2 months £6. That's it. I think for a t-shirt I get about 14p.
What? 14p?
Let's have a look at that. Oh dear, oh dear. I do like the t-shirts though. So they've taken it down again. Oh, there it is.
Found it?
Black, I want it. Yeah, that's the black mug. But I want it with the. Hang on, I'll just get to the design that I want to, and I'll show you. All products, right? Okay.
Yeah, Lady Brovin wants to be able to click on it.
Oh, I don't know how to do that from your end.
I'm gonna have to work on copying that thing down and
mugs.
Let's see if I can do this here. How fast can I type?
Your typing skills.
Typing. That's my favorite martial art.
There we go. That's my design there, right? Which is obviously a pound coin, the British one, which I think is pretty cool. And that's the mug.
Oh, shoot.
The England London £1 coin.
Sorry, gang. I'm using a Chromebook and I'm terrible. All the keys are so little. There we go. Okay, let's. My store, my dash store.
Not 50-50. Kew Gardens and a half
Dash
dollar.
CE. That's FOB3? F0B3. Dot creator. Boy, am I slow at this.
Yeah, they've even taken my Coin Wars UK logo down as well.
Really?
Yeah. I keep getting 404 error. It's okay, Lady Braven. Don't worry. Skipper has sorted it.
I'm working on it. Hopefully this is correct. Listing. / treasure trove.
Scrapping. Lady Braven hasn't won a while on my membership yet. I'm doing packages now. Lady Braven. I'm not sure if you've seen. It does have it's a numismatic package, but if anybody is a member who is not into coins, I'll try and put a
If
something that
I'm
is worth for them for their probably like I don't know, a similar amount I would have paid for on a cash prize.
page not found.
That's strange. Email Lady
Yeah,
Braven.
that's what we'll work on it and we'll get it to you.
That's a strange one. What I'm going to be doing is taking photos of some die casts and stuff as well, and stamps and coins, and going on to more T-shirts and stuff.
Yippers.
So yeah, it's hopefully Darren sees that tonight. Did Darren email you afterwards then, did he?
I haven't checked yet. I'll talk to you after we finish the live feed here.
Okay.
We'll see. So I really do want to thank everybody for coming out. Neil's Comic and Video Games, Lady Braven, and Patty Ferguson, of course, Kindle Mine, and we had Al that came in here. EAC, of course, always lovely having her there. Tin Man, Magnet Fishing was here. Grey Wolf Outdoors is here.
Yeah, it's a lot of people comes in.
Yeah.
It's absolutely wonderful to see. And I hope you had a great weekend, everybody, of course. And I hope you have a better week. And there's quite a lot of people coming tonight, actually. Really kind of you guys.
It was kind of fun checking out the weird laws.
That was quite fun, actually. There's got to be some other fun quirks around everybody's area or country, and that's quite good fun.
And really, it's history too. It's just weird history. What can I say?
It just makes me laugh. These people wake up in the morning and I think, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop cows from going down the road.
It's just crazy. So everybody,
sad.
Good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you for coming, and see you tomorrow. Yay!